Rich people in New York are trying to find ways to store their vehicles, their automobiles. I mean, they're not gonna ride the subway. They've got cars, but where do you park your car in New York City? Well, lucky for them, they could pay $300,000 for a sweet parking spot. And let's talk about what that is. So the first is located at 121 East 22nd Street near New York City's Gramercy Park in a 140-unit condo building developed by Toll Brothers. So this is what it looks like.
As a resident of the building, you would get an RFID and you'd come up to the terminal, you touch the terminal, hit this button, and now it's pulling up a pallet that is associated with this RFID. So the sign says, please drive in. So we gotta align the car on this pallet carefully, and the sign's gonna give us direction if I screw this up. It says stop, correct position, turn off your car. They're good. Right now, we're diving down to the subterranean level of a very expensive parking lot. Check this out. Now it's turning the vehicle 180 degrees so it's facing the opposite direction. That way, when the owner retrieves it, the car comes out facing the exit, so the rich people who park here never have to put their cars in reverse.
It's not. You could ride a bicycle. Like,
dude,
people do it around the world. They ride the subway.
At this
they ride
point
a bus.
in my life, I would go to extreme measures to avoid living in a place like New York. Like extreme.
Well, but you don't have to do that.
Oh,
Plenty of
TYT's
people
relocating, okay? We've decided we're gonna start doing the show out of New York for whatever reason, which would be a disastrous, I'm gone, bye, sayonara, okay? Can I do remote work? There's no way I'm going to New York.
Well, at this point, you'd be fine, but yeah, you do not have to have a car. I mean, I think most people don't have cars, but you're right, it is a sign of how intensely crowded everything is.
But John, okay, so look, I agree with you. Look, New York, while they've got some issues with their subway system and they can definitely improve it, maybe spend some money on improving it and all of that. And while you can ride your bike, you're right about that. And Manhattan especially, it's like so small, especially compared to like the sprawling,
LA is less dense, it's more spread out.
Exactly, so I hear you, but also it snows in New York,
which I like in limited quantities.
But you have to, if you don't have a car, you have to walk to the subway station in the cold. No, not brisk, it's miserable. Snow is miserable. It's the most miserable thing in the world, okay?
I grew up with a lot of snow.
It's wet, it's gross, I hate it.
You sound like Anakin Skywalker. But anyway, it gets everywhere. Yeah, I guess, I like it in limited quantity. Like I'm going to New York for Christmas effectively. I'm mostly not in the city, but I'm gonna be in there for a little bit. And I like the idea of walking through New York City in the snow. I've always liked that. But yeah, it is crazy how crammed it is. I mean, it reminds me of that old Seinfeld episode of George Costanza, the lengths he'd go to have parking. But also, there are different degrees of it.
Right, so again,
it's impressive.
$300,000 for these parking spots. Yeah, it is impressive, sure. It also seems like a lot of effort, even though it's robotic and you're not really doing much yourself, it seems like there's too much that goes into this.
Yeah,
right?
It would take so long. Like maybe it's just for like driving out of the city or something.
Yeah.
But it definitely seems like it's too inconvenient. You're not gonna use it routinely, I wouldn't imagine, unless maybe they have a private driver who's the one that has to go down and fetch it out and then pick them up outside, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you can afford the $300,000 spot, maybe you have a butler or something, I don't know.
Most people can't. Like $300,000 in some parts of the country, that'll buy you a house.
Oh, I watch old episodes of Fixer Upper where after the massive renovation, the TV renovation, it's not $300,000.
It's crazy.
And they get like basically a shelf space in a robo thing. That's what it's not even really their own territory.
I know, yeah.
They can't go there.
So here's another video kind of showing you how this all works, and then I'll give you more details.
There's a total of 24 spaces down here, and at $300K each, that's about $7.2 million worth of parking spots. A spot with an EV plug is 50 grand extra, and everyone parked down here pays a maintenance fee. That's $150 per month.
This robo parking situation is like the Hermes bag of parking spots. And what I mean by that—
is that a fancy bag?
Hear me out, yes. And I forget how much it costs. It's like an obscene amount of money. But whenever I see women, and don't get offended that I'm saying this, but because you know it's true. Okay, ladies, you know it's true. When they have those multi-$1,000 bags, and they're working a normal job, you're just like, but there's nothing in the bag, right? Like,
you can't afford to put anything in the bag at that point.
Exactly, so it's like, look, those are nice cars, don't get me wrong. But they're paying like $300,000 for a parking spot for a car where there's no way the car costs that much. I mean, actually, I don't know. I know that there's some cars—
I think they can afford it. I think these are wildly rich
No, you're
people.
you're right. But like, again, it's the principle behind it, right? Like paying more for the thing that encloses
just your thing.
Yeah. Something that costs far less. But to be fair, I know that there are some luxury vehicles that can cost like $500,000. So who knows? Like,
yeah, but so as you were showing the video, I was thinking this is legitimately impressive that it's possible. But also, if that thing breaks, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was thinking about that.
You're not getting that car out until they fix it. Does that take days, weeks? I don't know.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.